And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on. It's a battle of the bigs. Two fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Bridges outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. It's deflected. Booker in the corner. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. Bridges finds Crowder. Back to Bridges. 4 on the shot clock. And shot opportunity. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. You got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Minnesota with the ball.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A live rider.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here is Paul. The kick out to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area.
Prince misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Ball against Russell. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Booker.
I think that's the best way for Paul to open up the passing lanes, expand them, keep knocking down those deep ones, and the defense will have to pick its poison.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Out to Russell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Phoenix ball.
The Suns leading. Now Paul. Gobert pulls it in.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
2 minutes remaining.
Russell inside. He's guarded by Booker. Here's Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Edwards got 6 points.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton a screen. Booker the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Pass first mindset of Paul. When you leave somebody open on his squad, he's going to make you pay for it.
Right side Russell. Into the lane. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
To the paint. Here's Edwards. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He's got 8.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pass to Ayton. And the wide open shot from Paul. A three-pointer, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Ayton kicks to Bridges. Prince against Paul. Bridges, no one around him. No good on the 3. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Such a wide open look.
Good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Here's Paul. Booker in the corner. From downtown. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. The kick out to Towns. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You know, Towns is one of the biggest inside-outside threats in the league and shooting a great percentage from deep.
The kick out to Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Suns leading by 5.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Chalk up 2 there. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
Russell with it. Out guarded by Crowder. Towns against Paul. Towns kicks to Gobert. And that one hits back iron. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Bridges finds Ayton. A second chance effort. Bridges misses.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
So the wing on the left. Back to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Wide open look. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Ball looking over the floor. He dishes it to Bridges. Edwards against Booker. The 3, Bridges to the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Prince wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the rewards you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot there.
Crowder kicks to Bridges.
2 minutes remaining
On the wing, Booker. Edwards defending. Back to Bridget. That's tipped.
Excellent toughness on the defensive end, and that's what Prince does. He's got size, and he's got the will to defend at a high level.
Minnesota's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Ball against Russell. Over to the left wing. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Crowder, Gobert with the block. Edwards dishes to Prince. Back to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns kicks to Gobert. Bridges with the steal. On the wing, Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Outside Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Booker to stop the drought. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. No one near Edwards as he lets it walk. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Crowder. There's the pass to Bridges. Down low. Here's Ayton. Gobert with the block. From deep, Prince. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thank you, David. And whoop.
21. The Timberwolves 21.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. Anderson's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
I mean, it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And here's Sharic. He'll bring it out for the Suns. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Lee finds Shemp. Johnson up top. The tray. Here's Sharic. The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Noel. Covered by Lee. It's tipped and taken away by Johnson. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And that one's good. Shemp.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The loudest fans get shirts. Here they are, your Suns dancers.
Payne with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's McLaughlin. Payne covering. And they recover it. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. And stolen by Payne. Shamet. And then jammed down as he goes right over Kyle Anderson.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Noel. Another miss by Minnesota.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Shamet kicks to Johnson. Lee sets a screen for Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 6. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Johnson with the block. 1:44 left in the third. Here's Payne. Basket counts. Payne's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day great falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. Let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Payne kicks to Shamet. Johnson surveying the floor. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Russell left side. Dishes it to Prince. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Russell is a problem out there. D'Angelo with the anticipation to flick it away and then kick off the fast break.
Payne with it. Russell's there. Payne dishes to Johnson. And the rejection by Towns. At the top of the key, Gobert. Passes it to Towns. Back to Prince. The kick out to Towns. 14 feet away, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've got... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Timberwolves trail by 6. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. Edwards inside, defended by Crowder. Edwards can't hit. Booker the pass to Bridges. Good. Nice assist from Booker.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Towns, a screen on Booker. Feeds it to Towns. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. Phoenix leading by 9. Booker outside. Paul outside. Kicks it out to Booker from outside the arc. And he recovers it. Ayton finds Bridges. It's Crowder on the wing. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. Bridges misses. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 9 points. Towns against Booker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Ball outside. The kick out to Crowder. Booker looking around. The dish to Ayton. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And it's Paul penetrating. He feeds it to Ayton. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside, Russell. He kicks it to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Now here's Paul. Outside, Crowder takes it inside. Kicks it out to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Ayton from 12 feet out. He squares up and sinks it.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Booker against Edwards.
2 minutes remaining.
It's Prince on the wing.
2 minutes.
Outside, Edwards. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
And here is Paul. And there's the feed to Booker. There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Suns lead by 7.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Russell. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix leading by 7. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th. And Booker kicks to Paul. Bridges, right side. Over Prince. And he overshot that one, missing. The Timberwolves shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Edwards drives in. Towns dishes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Over Paul. Gobert can't hit. It's stolen by Gobert.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Paul against Russell. Paul kicks to Bridges. A three-pointer is right on target.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Russell with a wide-open look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. So the Suns win it. Some good moment.
teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3. And for Minnesota, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Gobert with a screen on Bain. Here's Edwards over Bain. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
The free throw drops for Adams.
Shooting for Memphis, Steven Adams.
He's off on the second. And here's Minnesota now. Edwards, the pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And just so great to see a big man busting up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
Now here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Out to the right wing. Here's Edwards. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Now here's Morant. Bain, the pass to Adams. Outside Bain, 6 to shoot. And he's going for the lob. And then Morant with the dunk.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Out to the wing. Bain against Edwards. Fires the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Morant. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
I mean, if height wasn't enough, Towns also has serious athleticism. There's just no easy shots when he's around.
Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Memphis leading. Here's Adams.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Brooks against Towns. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
There's the foul to try to stop the break, but that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw in possession here. So he knocks down the first one.
You know John Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Now here's Adams. Right side Bain. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to Edwards. Now Towns. Here's Russell, hounded by Morant. Down low. Here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. Here's Russell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Here's Morant. Into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
The shot by Towns, no good.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. From deep, Bane. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Right wing. Back to Russell. And that one drops.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. To the wing, right side. Prince. That three's off the mark. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
The kick out to Edwards. Towns up top. The three is up. Counted from distance. Towns has got 5 now.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Launches a 3. Nails it from 3.
Some bigs develop range over time. Jackson, he's been dropping daggers since day one. When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Towns, a screen on Bane. Prince with the bucket. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Outside Morant. And stolen by Edwards. And they're running. Here's Towns. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Now just a 2-point Memphis lead. Morant against Russell. Outside Morant. Left side Bane. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the lob and the dunk by Jackson.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
Bain against Edwards. Pass to Prince. Here's the three. And another three from Minnesota. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Towns against Jackson. And the layup falls. Towns has got 9 points.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Pass to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. He goes up, and it's Towns with the power finish.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2-point, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Putting on a show. Jackson Jr. showing you what a big man can do at the rim.
Now here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Pass to Towns. Launches it. Grizzlies with the rebound. Out on his own on the break. Here's Bain. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Here's McLaughlin, hounded by Moran. Anderson with space. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
Substitution on the court.
That'll count. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first one.
27. The Grizzlies, 29. Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies!
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard spot. And that's the group, Chris Finch, as we begin the second half.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Here's Anderson. Pass to Noel. From behind the arc. He can't get it to go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Anderson. What you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple, solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin, and stolen by Jones.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Here's Jones. Williams with the screen. Jones drives in, banked it in off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
a minute gone here in the second half. Offensive rebound. Outside McDaniels. Takes the three. Another miss by Minnesota. And Memphis shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. The kick out to Williams. And the three off target. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. McDaniels passes to Anderson. Williams grabs the board.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Tillman. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Outside McDaniels. Three-pointer. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Conchar. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside, Williams puts up a three. Fires in the triple. And now it's an 11-point Memphis lead.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And it's McLaughlin missing. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. 9 points in a row. A good run going.
Jalen Noel, first personal foul.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Connects from downtown.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Towns against Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Wide open. Minnesota with a rebound.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Edwards can't hit. The Grizzlies on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. So we'll see Tyus Jones go to the line here. Rudy Gobert picks one up. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Steven Adams checked in for Tillman. Jaren Jackson comes in for Williams. Dylan Brooks checked in for Green. And it's Desmond Bane in for Conchar.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Bane finds Jackson. Brooks with it. Prince is there. Here's Bane. That one no good. Oh, good D by Edwards. Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
Now here's Bane. Off the left rim and out. Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Outside for Russell. From deep three-point range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Russell's got 7 points.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Outside Bane. Pass to Brooks. From outside the arc. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've It's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Here's Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Now Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Towns for 3. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming. Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. From the arc. Here's Gobert. There's the 3. Sinks it from distance.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Outside for Brooks. Edwards against Bane. To the inside. Adams. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Gobert with a screen on Adams. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Morant. Adams. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. Here's Prince to tie it up. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That's on Steven Adams.
And finally, after trailing for so long, they've leveled the score late here. In the fourth.
And even when time is starting to run short, there was no panic. They kept their focus and went about their business.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Outside for Brooks. Back to Morant. 4-3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Kick out to Edwards. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Icy ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Outside Bane. Back to Morant. Timeout call. Memphis. They're losing by 4. A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He got his squad fired up, saying, quote, now it's our time. If we want to take over this game, here is the moment. His guys look ready to deliver. We'll see.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Morant with a screen on Edwards. The 3 from Bain. Left side, Morant. Bain with a screen on Russell. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Bain, no good.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Pass to Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. Tipped away. Morant finds Bain. Back to Morant. Outside Bain. Jackson on the wing. Outside for Brooks. 5 to shoot. Outside Bain. And here's Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Here's Minnesota. They're on a 14-4 run. Outside for Russell. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Russell to pass to Towns. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And pretty reliable from the stripe. Cat accepts the responsibility of stepping up in these spots.
Good, calm and collected, say that many times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Timeout called. Memphis. They're trailing by 4. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
And no doubt, they've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. Boy, a hard-fought game.
Unbelievable. Hall of Famer in every way. Thank you, David. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. They get it again. Adams misses the layup.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Brooks against Crowder. Bridges dishes to Crowder. 5 on the clock. Booker with a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant scanning the floor. Memphis the rebound. Bane passes to Adams.
That was something else. Love when Steven Adams has that kind of room to rip it down.
Morant against Paul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Morant against Paul. Morant kicks to Bane. Outside for Jackson. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
3-pointer, Crowder. Brooks grabs the board. Memphis is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Morant against Paul. Brooks left side. Out to Morant. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. It's deflected. Morant with the steal. On the wing, Brooks. Morant outside. Pass to Bane. Brooks with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Now here's Ayton. And the wide open shot from Crowder. That 3 off the mark.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And there's the pass to Morant. Lets it go with a 3. Can't hit that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Ayton with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And it's Ayton missing. Memphis leading by 6. Bane passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Booker the pass to Paul. Here's Ayton. Back to Paul. Outside Crowder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Booker with no one around gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Great shooting from Booker. He keeps getting better. That time from way outside.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Bane. Kick out to Adams. Morant outside. Over Paul. Doesn't go that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Lays it up off the glass.
Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
Morant outside. They get it back. No good that time. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Inside, Paul. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Paul's got his second basket.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Pass to Bain. Three-pointer, Brooks. It's good from long range. Brooks has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Grizzlies.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It made you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And still a close game.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked
to. This is it to Bain. Outside for Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. Group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. They are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Morant finds Brooks. Out to Morant. The pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
Paul against Morant. Paul dishes to Crowder. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And he recovers it. And the dunk by Jackson. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 3. Pass to Ayton. Fires the 3. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Booker. Lock at 6. Bridges inside the three-point line. Rebounded by Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Paul passes to Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got 5 points now this quarter. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you, and that could bother you at times. But you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
The kick out to Crowder for the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Looks like Crowder feels like the green light is all his on that shot.
Morant with it. There's the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ball looking over the floor. Dishes it to Booker. On deep. No good on that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Bain. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Bridges, no one around him. Sinks the three-pointer. Bridges has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Morant against Paul, and the dunk by Jackson.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Al Paul. He's got 7. Crowder kicks to Booker. Back to Crowder. Paul outside. Feeds to Crowder. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters at
The Suns, 23. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Grizzlies.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
We've got Green, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That bucket in no time at all. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. Now, here's Shamet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shag passes to Johnson. Pulls up from the corner. And the Suns miss again. Memphis leading by 7. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And Shag kicks to Bain. Shamet the pass to Bain. Back to Shamet. Fades and shoots. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Memphis has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Conchaw. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Payne with the bounce pass. Johnson dishes to Payne. Lee up top. Back to Payne. Out to Lee. Suns keep it alive. Payne passes to Lee. Now, here's Shamet. D right on him. Here's Johnson. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
Here's Tillman. Shag grabs the board. Suns trail by 10. Johnson kicks to Shamet. Back to Johnson. Takes it off the glass. His versatility has made Payne a valuable second unit guy, don't you think, Brent?
Well, he's a pretty decent package out there. He can score. He likes to get up defensively and bother opposing point guards. So it's that momentum that Cam Payne can come into the game and begin to turn the tide for his team in their favor.
They kick it out to Green. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Jacks up a three. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Pass to Tillman. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And here's Johnson outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Covered by Johnson. Outside, Green. Takes a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Payne. Here's Shamet. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Fell through 3/4 of play, down double digits at May. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Ball against Morant. Brooks kicks to Morant. Jackson in the corner. Offline with his 3. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Suns. 8-point game. For 3, Booker. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Offensive rebound. Outside, Bain. Outside, Jackson. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Brooks dishes to Morant. Passes it to Adams. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. And a wide open look for Bain. No good with the triple. Suns trail by 8. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. On the wing, Booker. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Morant against Paul. Payne for 3. Drills it from outside. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Morant. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Back to Paul. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul.
Desmond.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Memphis. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Paul kicks to Bridges. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Consistent shooter like Bridges loves to get openings from the mid-range like that to get his rhythm.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Morant outside. Outside, Bane. 6 on the shot clock. Looking for Bridges. He gets it there. And now the Suns, a fast break. Crowder finds Paul. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Ball against Morant. Crowder with the steal. Paul kicks to Bridges. Kicks it out to Paul. Bridges inside. Guarded by Morant. Shot clock at 6. Paul, no one around him. Offensive rebound. Back to Ayton. Three-pointer. Crowder cans it from downtown. Crowder's got it back down to within single digits for the Suns.
Just get yourself into the right spot, and Crowder waits for that one to knock it down.
Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And once they smell blood in the water, you can see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
For 3, Booker. He can't hit that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. The 3 from Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns. And here's Crowder. Paul outside. Back to Crowder. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the three. Well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Al Paul after the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball against Edwards. Bridges, no one around him. Good on the triple.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
Russell from deep three-point territory. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Booker kicks to Crowder. Booker the pass to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Edwards dishes to Russell. Gets a look. Crowder pulls it in. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Now Booker after the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Booker finds Paul. The kick out to Crowder. Good on the three-point shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Oh, here's Edwards. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The drive by Paul. Bridges outside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Towns, a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards, and he drops it in from the low post.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Whew, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Paul kicks to Booker. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint. Just working hard to get to his shot.
The pass to Edwards. Edwards with another miss. On offense, here are the Suns. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Another three for Phoenix.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And no help on that one. Towns, long strides, get all the way to the rack. Way to go, big fella.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:16 left to play in the first. Booker the pass to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. And it's off from three-point range.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level. And the promise that got him that last 4-year deal. Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And here are the Suns now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's Edwards. A three ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the dunk by Booker.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Towns. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And as the first...
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 13. Outside, Russell. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And it's Paul penetrating. Pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Bridges. Pocket 6. Pass to Ayton. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 13. Down low. Crowder with the steal. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Gobert. Capitalizes off the crossover. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Paul passes to Ayton. Crowder kicks to Bridges. To the left wing. Paul for 3. Just 5 on the clock. Suns moving the ball around. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Paul's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Paul looking around.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
He dishes it to Booker. Back to Paul. Outside Crowder. Booker fires from way outside. Here's Ayton. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Edwards can't hit. Phoenix leading by 17. Paul passes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. It's Crowder on the wing. Phoenix, no good that time either. Timberwolves have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
1:02 left to play in the first half. Booker the pass to Paul. Towns against Crowder. Bridges kicks to Crowder. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And it's Ayton missing. Timberwolves trail by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Towns throws it down.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
Paul outside. Booker in the corner. Bridges outside. That's a 2 from Crowder. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Crowder's got 10 points.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Can't connect from long distance.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
He gets it up. That one misses. And so we conclude the first half. Suns lead by 15. And now we'll send it over to David. Thanks for the great interview, David.
29.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Jay Crowder has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
Anderson inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's McLaughlin. And he uses the glass on the layup. McLaughlin's got his first basket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Out to Lee. Back to Shamet. Over in the corner, Lee. Left block shot on the way. Nice touch on the bank shot. And the Suns lead by 17.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
For 3. Hits it from three-point range. Noel's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Lee kicks to Shamet. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Shamet's got 5 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Payne. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Anderson with the double team. Payne passes to Johnson. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. And slams on by Saric.
Saric is a high-energy guy and does a nice job positioning to get that offensive rebound.
Here's McLaughlin. Here's McDaniels. Offline with his 3. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And slam dunk by Sharic.
You know, in close, he's capable of hammering it down, and that's why you got to keep Sharic away from the basket.
Passes it to Reed. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And here's Payne. Johnson right side. Plays it up and banks it in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
There's the pass to Shamet. He kicks to Payne. 6 to shoot. Back to Shamet. And the shot is long. Timberwolves trail by 21. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 1:09 left to play here in the third. Lee outside. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. Johnson's got 5 now.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that from another time zone.
Noel passes to Anderson. And he banks in the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Now Payne. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Shamet. Johnson outside. Now the dish to Payne. From deep. Johnson can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Paul with the ball. 5 points in the game. Booker outside. From the arc. And that one released in time, but no good.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. The kick out to Crowder, out to the right wing. Paul with the 3. That shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. Lets it go. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Hey, the ability to stay under control, Towns excels at that, able to pull up on a dime and knock it down.
Paul passes to Booker. The kick out to Crowder. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Bridges outside. On the wing, Booker. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Feeds it to Towns. From down in the low post, it goes.
in the paint, Towns is just a nightmare for defenders. His size is a huge advantage.
Ball against Russell. Pass to Crowder. Booker in the corner. This one for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the lob to Towns. Bridges against Edwards. And the dunk by Booker.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Bounce pass from Paul. Crowder kicks to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Yes, it is. Score that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Towns wide open. Offensive rebound. Gobert dishes to Prince. And his first shot of the game, no good. Phoenix leading by 20. Now here's Booker. Kicks it to Bridges. Oh, Ayton in position. And no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jay Crowder.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Bridges outside. Back to Booker. It's stolen by Edwards.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Bridges kicks to Crowder. Towns with the steal. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Booker. Outside Crowder. On the wing, Bridges. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
welcome everybody to another presentation. Hey, a real treat in store for us tonight, folks. We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, small forward.
The D has to be more assertive with Jaren Jackson inside. Even with some contact, he's still able to score.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Prince. Back to Edwards. Here's Prince. Clock at 6. The 3 ball. Knocks down the triple.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Morant, the pass to Bane. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Adams. Over Gobert. And it's Adams missing.
Grizzlies foul. Steven Adams. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves.
A seasoned vet, Rudy Gobert, a double-double machine.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
And he gets the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Morant. Outside for Brooks. Back to Morant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Edwards, the pass to Russell. And he can't get that one. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Bane against Edwards. The baseline, Jay. Here's Jackson. Outside for Morant. Brooks outside. Pulls it. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Towns passes to Edwards. Russell against Morant. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
On the wing, Bane. That one falls.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Picked by Gobert. This one for 3. Outside for Russell. Here's Prince. Off target from outside. The Grizzlies have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Morant. And he hits it to tie the game.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Now here's Russell. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Edwards. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks.
Dillon Brooks.
That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves.
Dillon Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
1:09 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Prince. Now here's Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Jackson with it. Adams high post. Back to Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Pass to Gobert. Knocks it loose. Now Russell. Back to Prince. There's the triple. Doesn't go that time. Memphis leading. And here's Morant from about 19. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And here's Edwards. Gobert passes to Edwards. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by a bucket. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Outside Bane. On the wing, Brooks. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside for Morant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Here's Morant. And it's Memphis with another.
Bread and butter play. Morant in screen and roll. He'll typically make you pay.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Outside Russell. Pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Towns for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable.
Gobert finds Russell. Here's Prince. Defended by Jackson. Outside for Russell. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta. Russell's got 5. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. On the wing, Bain lets it go from deep. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. He's got 5.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bain. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
Here's Edwards. Russell with the ball. He's got 5.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Right side, Bain. The 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. 3 on 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. For Minnesota, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Pass to Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. 3-pointer, Brooks. Towns with a rebound. Here's Prince. Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Bingo! Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Grizzlies up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Xavier Tillman is out there with Green. And it's Williams in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Jones drives in. Banked it in off the glass.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Williams from long range. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Anderson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. That one drops 4.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Anderson with a screen. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's the 3. No good on the shot. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Jones, the pass to Williams. Outside, Green. From deep. Sends it home from 3-point land. And it's an 8-point Memphis lead.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes him tough to defend from distance.
Pass to McLaughlin. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Green. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Williams passes to Jones. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
To the middle. Here's McLaughlin. Driving to the basket. Back to Reed. Pass to Anderson. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the long J.
He's used to being the catalyst. Kyle trying to become more of a threat, playing off the ball.
Jones drives in. Got a hand on it. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson for three. The shot comes out. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Oh, and Reed with a block.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's McLaughlin. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Anderson. Over Williams. Rebounded by Green. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Williams' shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
1:19 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Outside McDaniels. Over to the wing. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Some room here for Jones. Misses the jumper, and they get nothing on the break. Reed in the post. He's against Tillman. Anderson for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter.
Minnesota's foul. Jordan McLaughlin. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams passes to Green. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
And you watch Danny Green work. Smart guy, a grinder. That time, he draws the foul.
A big group substitution here for Memphis. Steven Adams checked in for Tillman. Jaren Jackson comes in for Williams. Bain, he's checked in for Conchar. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. Edwards a screen on Morant. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Russell, that's good.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Morant against Russell. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Now into the line for your Grizzlies, Dylan Brooks.
Now Edwards. He's got 5. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Now here's Towns. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've shown. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. So for Minnesota right now.
Oh, wait a second. Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Russell against Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Edwards against Bain. Towns for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Jackson against Towns. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. 5 on the clock. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And he's going for the oop here. And Gobert with the stuff.
and he is built to be an alley-oop threat. Long arms, terrific athlete. He went and got that one.
Morant against Russell. And it's Morant missing.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Pass to Prince. Now Gobert. Brooks defending. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Towns. Shot clock at 5. Russell, the pass to Towns. Shoots over Jackson.
I mean, as a defender, Jaren Jackson, he has it all. Quick to the ball, provides great rim protection, and he never gives up on plays.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
The free throw drops for Morant. The Timberwolves trail. And here's Edwards. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Russell, that's good.
An assortment of shots in Russell's arsenal. Just a quick catch and shoot right there.
Morant with it. Pass to Adams. Outside Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. 6 to shoot. And it's all from three-point range. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Towns finds Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Back to Russell. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Towns. Pass to Prince. Now here's Edwards. Fires for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Morant. Back to Payne. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Russell covering. The drive by Morant. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
How can you not love a player like John Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
Edwards a screen on Morant. The 3 from Russell. Not going to go that time. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And here's Morant outside. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And here are the Grizzlies. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Outside Bain. Six on the shot clock. From deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
From deep three-point range. The shot by Towns, no good. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.
interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. Now look at Memphis' starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4.
For the Grizzlies.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Now here's Paul. Now here's Booker. And the rejection by Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. It's Crowder on the wing. Ball against Morant. Kicks it out to Booker. And the 3 off target. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Al Paul, following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. Ball against Adams. Paul can't get it to go.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Outside for Jackson. Here's the 3. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside for Jackson. And the 3 ball is good.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous J.
Paul surveying the floor. Booker finds Paul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Booker with it. The kick out to Crowder.
This team leans on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defense. It can be a difference maker.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Morant outside. There's the lob to Adams, and stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Booker the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Drops in the layup for 2.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point blank look in the basket.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Kicks it out to Paul from downtown. Drains the three-pointer.
By no means a volume three-point shooter. Paul picks his spots and is very accurate.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Out to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Rejected by Booker. A steal. Bain passes to Adams. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Jackson. Morant against Paul.
Oh, as a defender, Paul can be so frustrating, using his quickness to stay on top of you.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And he just pushes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Here's Brooks, following the score by Phoenix. Pass to Bain to end the run. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bridges kicks to Paul. Booker in the corner. 16 seconds left here in the first quarter. And that one is good.
This is what makes Booker such a dangerous scorer. He has the ability to convert through physical defense.
The Suns shooting their first free throw this game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Phoenix.
Booker at the elbow. It'll count. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are.
The previous play is under review.
Did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt when looking at the replay that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided.
And so it's Phoenix in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a cruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low.
Just muscling it home from there. Jackson is no stranger to having to work over strong defense.
Bridges dishes to Paul. Bridges passes to Booker. 6 to shoot. Ayton a screen on Bain. And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by Steven Adams. Misses in close. Suns leading by 6.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Booker outside. Takes the 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And there's Brooks putting it right back in.
And you have to like how active Brooks is on the floor. Working hard to be where his team needs him on that play.
Booker outside. The kick out to Crowder. Back to Booker. Outside Crowder. Fires the 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
Adams with the screen on Bridges. Brooks the pass to Bain. And shot on the way. That one wide left. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. They lead by 7. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Fred?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Outside for Jackson. Here's the dish to Adams. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Adams has got his first points of the game.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Ball passes to Crowder. Back the ball. Outside Crowder. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. To the left side wing. Ball goes in. The Suns need to get a shot off. Bridges inside the three-point line. Tries again. Crowder kicks to Bridges. He dishes it to Paul. Here he goes. The kick out to Crowder. On the wing, Booker for three. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Wants to get it to Morant and does.
And that's big time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Paul dishes to Ayton. The layup missed.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Now Morant. He has 5. Lets the three fly. The shot, no good. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Ayton finds Booker. Stolen by Jackson. Booker against Bain. Outside for Jackson. They get the rebound. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Booker the pass to Crowder. Bridges outside. Over in the corner, Paul. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got 5 now.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Jones kicks to Green. And the pass to Concho. It's up a 3. The shot comes out. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a fair... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action. Follow
22. The Grizzlies. 17.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Charge and Johnson are on the block. Landry Shamet is out there with Payne, and it's Lee at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Williams with a clean look. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Johnson outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. He has 5.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Green kicks to Williams. And the layup falls. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the fence.
Payne passes to Lee. Back to Payne. Three-pointer. Lee, the second chance points on the tip-in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Conchar. He's covered by Shamet. Conchar, good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Phoenix leading by 5. And here's Payne. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Johnson. On the wing, Lee. 5 to shoot. Taken away by Williams. And Green slams it in.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Payne kicks to Shamet. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Shamet. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Now here's Jones. Payne covering. Outside Williams. Kicks it out to Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Clock at 6. Passes to Conchar. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Shamet, the pass to Payne. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. It's stolen by Green. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Great D that time from Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was gone.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
Outside Williams. Back to Jones. Outside Williams. And he gets the bucket. Williams has got 7 points for the quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Johnson. Out to Lee. Johnson against Williams. Lee sets a screen for Johnson. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Pass to Williams. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Williams has got 9 points.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Out to Lee. The 3 from Johnson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Right side, Williams. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lee outside, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time.
Your Suns. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Memphis. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Morant outside. Jackson a screen on Paul. And it's Morant missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down and try to get some easy ones.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Paul kicks to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Paul goes in, kicks it out to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Morant left side. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 6 rebounds now in the game. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Crowder, a screen on Morant. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Ball outside. Bridges right side. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bridges got the lead back up to 9 now for Phoenix. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside for Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Paul for 3. Kicks it out to Booker. A 3-ball. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. In the corner, it's Bain for the 3. That one's not going to go. And Phoenix will come the other way. Bridges passes to Crowder. Back to Bridges. It's Crowder on the wing. Bridges kicks to Booker. Fires for 3. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Morant passes to Brooks. Can't cash in from the high post.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight,
oh, and slam it down!
Yeah, that...
Oh, did you see that?
I'm speechless.
Oh, man. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Booker kicks to Bridges. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Memphis.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Outside Crowder. On the wing, Bridges. On the wing, Booker. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the